Daniel, I say, shaking my head. I'm so disappointed in you. I didn't hit her, I touched her. I grab at his arm, attempting to pull him up, to get him out of school before someone sees us, and he pushes me away. I often feel out of my depth with Daniel. It is possible that I would have felt exactly the same way had Max been normal, I suppose. But he wasn't. He was easy, if you didn't think about his problem. He was perfect and reasonable and sweet to a fault, and sometimes I wish Daniel could be like Max, cuddly, obedient, always close by. Everything is a fight with Daniel. Everything is a trial, and it all makes me think I'm such a bad parent, such a bad mother. It reminds me of the conviction I had when we first found out about Max's condition, that he was different from other babies, that I had failed as a mother, that I wasn't cut out for the job, that my body had done something wrong, and I feel heartbroken again, like I'm back in hospital 16 years ago. Steve says it's because I care so deeply about Daniel that I get so frustrated with him. If I didn't care, I wouldn't feel so irritated. This isn't helpful, I tell him when he points it out. I sit next to Daniel, exhausted. I didn't hit her, he says miserably. I study the mural of staff photographs on the wall. When Max went to primary school, there were 4 teachers in total, 3 class teachers and a headmaster. Now I count 24 teachers and support staff. Had children become exponentially worse in the 6 years between Max and Daniel? I imagine the support staff in a milieu of screaming, shrieking, hitting little terrors. Do you believe me? Daniel asks. I turn to him. I think about this for a minute. Yes. Daniel turns sadly towards the mural. Thanks, he says. We have to go home, I say suggestively, as if putting it on the table. It's just an option, my tone says. You can sit here for the next 5 hours if you want. Okay, he says. Suddenly, the irritation turns a corner, and I feel a rush of empathy for Daniel. He's not easy. It is not easy being him. He is awkward with everyone. He grew up too fast, having a much older brother. He talks like a mini politician because of his father. He's quick to anger, and he gets that from me. Max inherited all our best attributes, and Daniel all the worst. He's bright, but he doesn't have Max's concentration in class. He's a B student. He's obsessive-compulsive. Physically, he's small, inheriting his height perhaps from my mother's side, but he's also bony. He has my proliferation of childhood freckles and scrapes, an inherited tendency towards being bitten by mosquitoes, tripping, and accidents. He once shot himself in the eye with a friend's BB gun, resulting in a nightmare trip to the hospital for him and Steve while Max and I waited at home. My funny little man, I think, looking at Danny's curly strawberry blonde hair. I put my arm out spontaneously. The bottom length of it touches his shoulders, just fractionally, just the start of a hug, gently. My right arm goes around his front, and I lean in to kiss his hair. Get off! Daniel shakes his head aggressively, hitting my teeth with his skull, lurching away from me. I cry out, and my hand goes to my mouth. Come on then, Daniel says, sliding off the chair. He walks over toward the secure door. I take a breath. I tell myself it's going to be okay. I'm going to go home, and I'll make dinner, and then I'll calm down. I pick up my coat and walk over, touching the door release button high up at the wall, above Daniel's head. The doors are released for 5 seconds. We step through, and we head for home. And that's our piece.